Oh, wow. Friggin' technology. This really sucks. Hey, Peter, you're first back. Anyone have any idea why the streams buffer like that? My data rate just like falls off a cliff. It totally sucks. I have no idea why it does that. Like right now, I'm looking at my data. My stream is good. 0 frames being dropped. Nice, steady bit rate. And then all of a sudden, it just like stops. And I have no idea why it does that. So that's the first time that's ever happened. I guess that's pretty good because I've had buffering situations many times. So yeah, if this ever happens again, I'll just fire it right back up. It'll be a couple minutes, as you saw, for me to get it going again. But I wish I knew why it sometimes just like farts out on me like that. That sucks. Anyway, let's see. All right, Peter, what's a story you want me to check out here on Facebook? Let me see if I can, what happens? I'm gonna, okay, Peter's sending me a story here. So let's see what you got here for me, Peter. 1 second. Okay. All right, guys. Sorry about all that buffering and nonsense. Let's see. So what did Joaquin Phoenix do here? Let's see. Calling everyone to go vegan and end speciesism. The Oscar-winning actor wants to see an end to the belief that animals' lives and experiences are inferior to those of humans, huh? Wow, okay, let me click on this. This is interesting, Peter. No, I didn't hear about Joaquin Phoenix saying any of this recently here. Let's see, October 20th. Yeah, it just came out yesterday. Let's see what's going on here. Vocal animal rights activist and actor Joaquin Phoenix has joined forces with PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, on the We Are All Animals campaign, which aims to encourage people to go vegan and end speciesism. According to PETA's website, speciesism is the belief that some animals' lives and experiences are inferior to those of humans or other animals simply because they are members of a different species. All right, great. When we look at the world through another animal's eyes, we see that inside we're all the same and that we deserve to live free from suffering, said Phoenix. That's great. Yeah, most people don't ever consider what it's like to live in the in someone else's, let alone an animal's perspective. Hey, Roots Like a Tree, what's up? I mean, yeah, there's problems with PETA. You're totally right there, Roots Like a Tree. But if they approached us to do some kind of campaign to raise awareness about, you know, having people understand that it's wrong to harm and exploit animals, you know, I'd be down. If it could like make a few more people vegan or many more people vegan, I'd be down to do it. I know, yeah, again, PETA has its problems for sure. I'm well aware of them, the leadership and so on. Let's see, and he said, Joaquin, he said I didn't know he went vegan at the age of 3, after he and his siblings witnessed fish being killed in a really violent and aggressive way. It's just obvious that was something we didn't want to participate and support. To me, it just seems obvious. Yeah, I agree with him. It just seems obvious. Like eating animals is weird. Harming animals is weird. Like, does your average person go out in the street and start like beating dogs with sticks and hitting cats with sticks? And you know, like animal cruelty is a sick thing. It really is. And just people have become complacent with the idea of animal cruelty. You know, they just like, you know, see it as like, you know, just they're divorced from the reality of animal cruelty when they buy meat. It's put into a package or into a burger. They don't even think of, oh, that was once a living animal, just like my dog or cat or whatever. I don't want to cause pain to another living, empathetic creature. I don't want to take its babies away from it. See, I'm glad he's letting people know what happens behind closed doors of factory farming. I don't want to force it to be indoors and fattened up just to be slaughtered. People don't realize this. Again, they just go to the market, they buy the cellophane wrapped meat in a box or package. They get their burger in a box or handed to them at McDonald's drive-thru. They don't think about all the cruelty that went into producing this product, as opposed to if you just bought say a Beyond Burger, no cruelty. Buy some potatoes and rice, zero cruelty. It's absurd and barbaric, and I just don't understand how you could witness that and not be affected by it. Really, what kind of just regular person, it's not like completely sociopathic, could watch and just like cow after cow be shot or slit in the throat, bled out, and just say, yeah, it's cool. I want to participate and support that practice and industry that makes money off of such barbaric cruelty to animals, and eat that gross product of a beautiful creature that didn't want to have its throat slit. So I agree with Joaquin Phoenix. Even if he's working with PETA, with all its flaws, like I said, I think it's great. Phoenix says that veganism is now one of the most important things in his life, but despite his strong beliefs, he won't force his son River to follow his lead. Like I said, you can't force someone. You can encourage someone strongly, but veganism is a belief. The belief that it's wrong to exploit animals. And you can show someone how it's so wrong to exploit animals, but if they don't want to change their beliefs for whatever reasons, you can't. You guys know what it's like to have beliefs. So anyway, well, certainly I would hope that he is vegan, but I'm not going to post a belief. I don't think that's right. I'm going to educate him about the reality. I'm not going to indoctrinate him with the idea that McDonald's have a Happy Meal, because there's nothing effing happy about that meal. All right, Peter, thanks for sharing that story. Appreciate that. Maybe I'll make a video about it, and maybe I'll just show what we talked about here in a little segment. I'll just clip this out, but yeah, I agree with Joaquin Phoenix is doing. They're spreading awareness, not only about that he is vegan and has been vegan since the age of 3, but why he's vegan. Not for the environment or his health or whatever. It's because it's inherently just cruel, just barbarically, just needlessly cruel to harm animals for any reason, because you don't need to. You need to eat food. There's plenty of food that doesn't involve all the death and cruelty. So I applaud Joaquin, and I hope their campaign goes well. Hey, Roots Like a Tree. All right, glad you were able to pop in. Granddaddy of them all. Didn't I talk to you last time? The high dropout rate. Now, this is an old report. I made a presentation based on this report at San Diego Veg Fest a couple years back. Me and Angie did it. Mike the Vegan was there doing another presentation. Anyway, the whole bottom line, it was quite old data. I forgot when it was. It was before really the internet gained steam as far as having good vegan, solid vegan information out there for the masses to follow. Things are really different now in 2021 as opposed to 2010 or 2005. My point is the number one reason why most vegetarians and vegans quit, it was about vegans and vegetarians, is because of social reasons, not because they were dropping dead or becoming sick or whatever. It's because of people like Granddaddy of them all just being a dick to people who chose an ethical way of living. That was it. Social, societal pressures, not having a group of friends, a social circle. There weren't as many vegan restaurants out there. It'd be harder to go out with your non-vegan friends. That has changed immensely. It's a world of difference between that time that report came out 10 plus years ago to 2021, almost 2022 now. So yeah, people quit, but it's not because they were sick, their doctor told them to. Go look at that report. I know exactly what you're talking about. It is because of societal pressures, personal things like that. Nothing about the diet, the food, or anything like that. So that doesn't debunk shit. It just means that people like you need to stop being dicks to people who are pursuing a more ethical, less cruel way of living. If you're going to be a dick to people like that, you're just a dick, and stop bugging us. So I'm glad you guys are finding the live stream again. I got bumped off earlier because of I don't know, it's just buffering and never fixed itself. So anyway, I should make my mention of my coldest water. I just took this to Disneyland yesterday with a bunch of ice cubes, stayed cool all day. I want to thank you, Coldest, for sending me this to try out. I said I'm sold now. I'm going to keep working with you guys and mention you guys in my live streams, because I was hoping a water bottle company would reach out to sponsor our live stream, because all I do is drink water. I don't drink soda. I don't drink kombucha or sports drinks. I just drink water all day. My live streams, you see me in real time drinking water. So anyway, we got a code, vegan. The links are all down in the show description here. You can get 10% off your entire order. And if you don't want to spend any money, there's a link to a contest where they give away a bottle every week. So yeah, thanks, Coldest. All the information is down there, and you're going to see me drinking this every day, basically, on a live stream, because I'm sold. Let's see, Jessica, you went vegan because of us 5 years ago. I'll take a little bit of credit for that, but no, you didn't go vegan because of us. You went vegan there were many reasons, and we were one of the many reasons that helped you. You're once adamant about how we needed meat, but your beliefs changed through becoming informed. I do think our beliefs can be changed. I agree, because I just can't force someone. Like, I was not vegan for the first 40 odd years of my life, so I know what it's like, but something happened. Something clicked inside me when I was eating vegan for a week on a trip. I go, wow, no animals needed to die in order for me to live. I can't even tell you how, even when I say that, I just feel the power of what that concept means. No animals needed to die in order for me to live. I go, why would I choose animals dying in order for me to live when I could just eat plants? I mean, it just seemed like a no-brainer. So thank you, though, for saying that I was important in that journey. Do I drink green tea also? On occasion, when I'm at like a Chinese or Asian restaurant that offers it to me for free or cheap, I'll have some green tea. But no, I don't make green tea in the house or anything like that. No tea, no coffee, no kombucha, no sports drinks, nothing like that. I just drink water. Occasionally have a little bit of booze or something like that. I like a small glass of wine, split it with Angie or something like that. Optimus Primo. I love how non-vegans say we don't have energy. Law. I have energy even without, I drink no caffeine or anything like that. There might be a little bit in this new product I'm using from Clean Machine, like a pre-workout thing, but I only like have half a scoop. But I just started doing that recently, So basically, caffeine free my entire, adult life. Don Jonah, you can ask me anything, but if you ask me something that's way outside my realm of expertise, about say Napoleon, that's not my, you feel, ask me anything, but it should be something I know something about. If I have no knowledge of it, I have no opinion and I have nothing to share. So that's all I have to say. I know nothing about what you're asking there. Jordan, you're the only vegan in your class and the only one who doesn't fall asleep. That makes sense, huh? We have energy because, most of us who are vegan are eating better food than your average non-vegan. I also want to mention, too, don't worry, I'm going to live stream tomorrow at my normal time, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm just trying a little different time out today to try to get a few people that might not normally be able to join us because they're asleep or at work or something like that. Granddaddy, I asked you to debunk veganism. No, I said dicks. I didn't say you're a dick for debunking veganism, Granddaddy. Rewind the tape back. I was really clear. I said the reason why people quit being vegan, according to that report you're referring to, was from societal pressures, meaning people not being cool to them, friends and family and workmates and classmates not being cool to them, being a dick. That's what I'm saying. It's people like kind of what you're doing, trying to be a dick. So I apologize if it seemed like I was implying anyone who speaks bad of veganism is a dick, but I'm just saying you're here to stir up trouble, and these are that's the number one reason why people quit being vegan, because they don't like all the crap that comes along with it. So that's it. If you just could be cool to us vegans and not say crap, more people would have that easier time. But if you want to try something else, I'm not implying you're a dick. I'm saying don't be dicks. Being really clear here, absolute clarity. Just don't be dicks to vegans or vegetarians or what have you. Just don't be dicks to them, and you won't have this many quitting. Let's see. Peter, you're arguing with vegans on Facebook about how wool is not vegan. I mean, how is that even an argument, Peter? I mean, that's just a no-brainer. I mean, of course, wool is not vegan. You're exploiting animals to secure their bodily products in order to make a human product for humans to use. Humans are wearing their fur or hair, whatever you want to call it, on their bodies, and animals needed to be shaved, exploited in order to make that product. I mean, that just seems really hard to imagine that vegans don't understand that. I guess they don't really understand the definition of veganism. Again, let's just take a look for people who don't understand what veganism. Some people think it's an environmental movement. Some think it's a diet. And there is such thing as a vegan diet, meaning you don't eat any animal products, but it's a way of living which seeks to exclude all forms of exploitation and cruelty to animals. So basically, it means in a nutshell, don't exploit animals. So how in the world can someone say that keeping a sheep for wherever you keep it contained in, and then you shave its fur off for your own use, how is that not exploiting? Do these people even understand what the word exploit means? You're deriving gain. A person derives gain from keeping another person or another sentient being down, taking something away from them, harming them, something along those lines. So yeah, it's a clear-cut case. Yeah, wool, the whole practice of wool production is not vegan. I'm surprised. They're saying sheep have to be shorn. Yeah, they're not being killed, Peter. Yeah, sheep aren't being like slaughtered for their fur, but they're still being exploited. I mean, how can you deny that? Like shaving down a sheep isn't, and using that, what the hair or wool, whatever, as a commodity to be sold and profited from. How is that not exploiting? You're taking their bodily parts and selling them for profit. That's exploitation. Are we not exploiting plants? Well, plants aren't sentient beings, and people need to eat something. So it's how can one compare like what I do with my kale in the front yard with like shaving all the hair off a sheep or slitting the throat of a cow? Those are sentient beings. Mika, they slaughter the sheep after they take the wool. Maybe in some instances, I thought they like to keep the sheep around as long as possible so they grow more hair and shave that off again and again. Maybe at the end of their productive life they get slaughtered. So again, that would be exploitation. What do? Just send them out all to a pasture and let them roam the rest of their natural lives in peace and harmony? I don't think so. Yeah, they've been naturally selectively bred, right? You'll need to overgrow their wool. They've selected the sheep that produce the most fur, breed them to produce, what we have now. Yeah, fresh air, kaboom. Yeah, plants are not sentient. That's the bottom line. Plants are not sentient. They don't have brains. They don't have central nervous systems. They don't have eyes and ears and pain receptors that connect to their brains. They're lacking all the equipment, the hardware that's necessary for sentience. Fu Man Poo, we're not exploit. I don't know if you can exploit a non-sentient being. That's a philosophical question. Is it even logically possible to exploit a thing that is not sentient? I mean, that's subject for debate, but what is not open to debate is, slitting an animal's throat for food, in a slaughterhouse. That's exploiting. Shearing a sheep's wool down and selling it. That's exploiting. Pulling kale out of the garden, not so clear. See what I'm saying? One's a slam dunk case of exploitation. The other is, I don't think so. Let's see. Powered by plants. That's interesting. So let me read your comment there. So you've been called out. Let me switch to my second cam here since I have it hooked up. I've been called out for not being a real vegan by supporting fast food faux meat products. Well, how, like, let's just look at the case of Beyond Burger, the one I'm most familiar with as far as like the mass produced high tech faux meats. How is that not vegan? Let's look at the definition of vegan again. It's funny how people, even vegans, like to redefine vegan. There's been a definition since the 1940s here. A way of living which seeks to exclude all forms of exploitation and cruelty to animals. Don't exploit animals. Don't be cruel to animals. So when you eat a Beyond Burger, which is made out of peas basically, how is that exploiting animals? I fail to see it. It makes zero sense. I mean, basically, powered by plants, any vegan who is saying that has created their own custom definition of vegan to suit their own personal, unique biases and what have you. So just let them know. Look at the definition of veganism. It's been around since the 40s. The doctrine that man shall not exploit animals. That's basically what it said in 1949. The Vegan Society has added to it a little bit since then. But let's see. They claim any support of fast food places is not vegan. Well, I mean, not all fast food places are. I was thinking, like, here, when you said fast food, I was thinking of plant-powered fast food. The vegan fast food chain that's, sprouting up all over here in California. We have a Veggie Grill, which is another fast food vegan chain. Native Foods. I mean, I'm thinking of stuff like that. So they're saying, are they talking about going to McDonald's or Burger King or something like that? Powered by plants? Let me know, because there are vegan fast food chains. That's the first thing that came to my mind, but let me know, maybe, what is their argument about how you can't get a veggie burger at, like, say, or going to Chipotle. I go to Chipotle sometimes and I'll get a veggie burrito there. How am I not being vegan if I'm, I mean, do these people not shop at supermarkets? Because, markets aren't vegan unless you're one of the few lucky people that live near a vegan supermarket, and there's not too many of them in the world. So I'm just wondering, if they're consistent, they wouldn't eat at any, Burger King, McDonald's, blah, blah, blah. And they also wouldn't shop at supermarkets. They probably shouldn't buy gasoline because at least here in the United States, all gas stations have those little shops inside that have beef jerky and milk and stuff like that. So just curious how consistent they are with this really hard line. Okay, they're talking about, McDonald's and Burger King. That's my response. I personally don't like to go there. I haven't been to a McDonald's or Burger King and over probably the whole time I've been vegan. There's really no reason to go there. Even McDonald's, their French fries aren't vegan. They are in every other country on this planet, but not in the United States. But yeah, I go to Chipotle. I'll get their bean burrito, but I know they're not a vegan chain. But I'm going by their logic, powered by plants. These people, if they don't want to go to places that aren't fully vegan, and I said there's vegan fast food places here. Granddaddy of them all, you come on all the time. Are you the same person? Do you have any data about your pasture-raised killing? Because I know that every time I do a live stream, someone's going to come on and say some nonsense like this. So first of all, let me link you, and anyone who's curious, to this paper that calculates exactly this. The number, did I hit the button here? The number of animals killed to produce 1 million calories in 8 food categories. And they separate the numbers of animals killed into 2 kinds. Ones that are killed directly by slaughter, like going to the slaughterhouse, and ones that are killed indirectly in the production of the foods. And here, look at beef. To produce 1 million calories of beef, you're going to kill over 25 animals. To produce 1 million calories of beef, you're going to kill let's see, 29 animals. 27 are slaughtered directly, and 1.7 animals are killed indirectly in the production of their foods. As opposed to grains here, like 0 animals are killed to produce grains in slaughter, and maybe 1.6 or so are killed in harvest. So total 1.65 versus 29. Do you know what the difference is between killing 29 animals versus 1.65? So your argument is bogus here. And a reason why I linked to the study for anyone who's dubious of its truthfulness, it's a mathematical model, a formula. The guy gives you all the formulas, all the assumptions built into this model, and if you feel it's just whack and wrong, you can try to debunk it and create your own better formula. But how can this model be so off that one animal for grains versus 29 for beef is it just shows you, no, you're way off. You're off by many orders of magnitude. It's just grossly off. Let's see, Peter, thanks for the first Streamlabs tip. Actually, let me paste a link to that if someone wants to donate to our Streamlabs. Oops, wrong. I'll paste the link to Animal Visuals once again in case someone missed that so they can see what I was referring to. And let me link to our Streamlabs because that's the best place to send us a donation or a super chat tip because they don't take any money away. YouTube takes a really large percentage, but Streamlabs gives it all to the creator. So I pinned it up top on the chat here. So that's what Peter used. And Peter said he was told he wasn't vegan because he got the COVID vaccine, which is tested on animals. At least in the United States, any drug needs to get approved by the FDA, needs to be tested on animals. And it's not just drugs, like all medications. If you've ever taken a medication, any kind, and except for aspirin. I heard that's the only one that's never gone through, but ibuprofen, Pepto-Bismol, whatever, you go to the dentist, they inject you to numb you for dental work or whatever. It's all been tested. Same with ivermectin and hydroxychloroquine. All these things get tested. Even Impossible Burgers had to get tested by the FDA. They had to get tested on animals because they contain a GMO non-animal product-based heme iron. Just egg had to get tested because the FDA had no idea what mung bean was, even though it's a staple food in other parts of the world. So if people are telling you that, ask them, do you take have you taken any medicines the entire time you're vegan, or will you? If you go to the hospital, you got in a car accident, they give you some like pain medicines and some other medicines to operate on you, are they going to abstain? That's what that kind of reasoning leads to. So anyway, yeah, COVID moon, those dental injections are uncomfortable, but what's even worse, here's my deal too. I'm just going to talk times I go without any shots. Oh no, buffering, crap. I'm refreshing. Okay, I'm here. Okay, we here, guys? Okay, cool. All right, let me just get a little more water here. Again, thanks, Coldest. Check our link down there. Code vegan, save 10%. I'm digging this. My only regret today is I was in a hurry to get this live stream started. I didn't put the ice cubes in, and I'm having regrets because this kept it cool all day at Disneyland yesterday. We were there like 7 hours filming a lot of stuff. Okay, so AG Vintage, I see your comment there. Vegans still get sick and disabled sometimes. Vegans can, have heart attacks. Vegans can have diabetes and stroke. Being vegan, even if you're a super healthy vegan, doesn't guarantee anything. It's all about probabilities. Any of you guys ever study probability theory or statistics? It's about decreasing one's chances, one's risk factors for disease. Doesn't mean going vegan makes you completely, impervious to all diseases known to man. That's just nonsense if anyone said that. Oh yeah, they have tons of vegan food at Disneyland. Yeah, that's what Angie's editing right now since we filmed it over several trips. So we got the final footage yesterday. Yeah, we did a pretty complete of what's not at Disneyland, but right across the Esplanade they call there, the quad. Anyway, at Disney California Adventure Park. So that's what our video is going to be about. Then we're going to do Disneyland afterwards, one at a time. Yeah, veganism is not about health. It's about as I showed, not exploiting animals. Let's get back to the definition of veganism. I don't know why people think it's an environmental movement. It's great for the environment. Some people think it's a health thing, and it can be good for your health, but this definition goes back, what, 70 years? Not exploiting and harming animals. But yeah, if you want to be a junk food vegan, totally cool. You know, I've been accused of being a junk food vegan because they see us in some of our vlogs where we leave the safety of the great food found in our home and we go out to a vegan event, and then people say, I see you eating bad vegan food all the time. Yeah, when I leave my house, and I've been to hardly any vegan events in the past 2 years, so it's crazy. I'm probably gonna do a video, am I a junk food vegan? And it doesn't even matter. It shouldn't care. No one should care because it's vegan, you know, but I'm not a junk food vegan. Why do I care about animals? 543. Let me ask you a question, 543. I'm serious. Do you care about animals? Like, do you have a dog or cat? Or if not, if you saw one out in the street, is your natural inclination to go grab a big stick and hit it? Or maybe to, like, you know, pet it or say hi to it? Like, just kind of knowing where you stand with animals, because everyone's different. Some people hate animals. Let me know if you see a dog or cat, if you just want to club it or hit it with a stick or something like that, or you think they're cool and they deserve to live and not have you hit it with a stick. Just kind of curious where you stand on that, and then we'll take it from there. Earth, you're vegan for 14 years, it doesn't work? Okay, you saw the title, you tried to top my 11 years. I keep waiting. People were telling me when I was a vegan for like of 3 and 4 years, wait till you hit 5 or 6 years, your health's gonna fall apart, you're gonna deteriorate and all this nonsense. I'm still waiting. I still have great blood tests. I still have great athleticism. I can show you some of my footage here on video if you don't believe me. So now, when's it gonna happen? And what's gonna happen exactly? Because they were telling me, okay, once I hit 5 or 6 years, then the haters saying, wait till you hit 7 or 8 years, and it's all gonna. They just keep pushing the goalposts back forever. So when I hit 14 years and I'm still kicking ass, they're gonna say, wait till you hit 20 years, and then it's all gonna. It's like you're just pushing the goalposts back forever. So anyway, hey, Race and Peter, what are you telling people there? Helping everyone out, I hope. Let's see. I'm talking to the moderators, our moderators. I'll find out the hard way, like you did, in all caps. I'm waiting. I'm eagerly awaiting to find out the hard way. If eating all these great healthy plants, and how's it going to happen? Because I've been putting my blood tests up the entire time. Since I've started this YouTube channel, 8 years of blood tests. In fact, they go back to 10 years. And actually goes back further. My first blood test I put up was from 1999. And you guess what, anti-vegan person? I'm healthier now. My blood tests are better in my 40s and 50s than they were when I was 30. Explain that. How am I getting healthier as I keep eating this dangerous diet, as you keep saying? It should be going down. Is it just going to suddenly I'm kicking ass, and all of a sudden drop off a cliff? Because my blood tests have been very consistent this entire time. There's absolutely zero reason to expect that all of a sudden you're going to go bam or something like that. So just curious what's going to happen. Tell me, give me a preview. Hey, Wujita, how's it going? Hey, how is Vegan Zombie? How is Vegan Zombie going after, what, like 27 years of vegan? Joaquin Phoenix been vegan for over 40 years. So how come it hasn't happened to them? So the guy said, like, if you're vegan for 14 years, it's going to fall apart. Well, Vegan Zombie has pretty much doubled that. Joaquin Phoenix has maybe tripled that. And they're still alive. They're still kicking ass. They're not like just decrepit, old, walking around like this and having VD make videos of them looking like this. Look at Vegan Zombie and Joaquin Phoenix. That's all they can do because they're like so deficient. Anyway, so yeah, please let me know what's going to happen. I'm curious. You thought you were healthier, all in mind. Well, I actually have objective measures to know that my vegan diet is not leading me down an unhealthy path. In fact, if you want to see, I'll show you objective proof here. So I'll give you a playlist of blood tests here, and you can see all the many blood tests I was referring to. And I want you to tell me why this is not on my head. These are objective measures. These readings are objective measures. They're blood lab readings. So please tell me why, they're consistently good. Nothing bad is happening. My doctor has not flagged them for anything other than the few minor issues I've talked about. My doctors are always amazed when I come in. They see my physique, they see my energy, they see the blood labs. They go, "You're good, bro. You're healthier than most people that come in their 20s." Really, that's what they say to me. So kind of curious what's going on. Yeah, I never believe I'm healthy. I look at the test. I'm with you, Ilani. I don't go around thinking I'm healthy and have no support for that belief. My belief is informed on objective evidence. That's the difference. So our hater here, our anti-vegan, said they believe they were healthy and they were fooling themselves. You could have been unhealthy, and it may not even been caused of veganism, because vegans can get sick too. Vegans can get all sorts of health conditions, just like non-vegans do. It's not like when you go to the hospitals, they're filled up with vegans. I know that's a fantasy of non-vegans. So thanks, Wujita, for timing out our anti-vegan person. If they're just speaking nonsense, it sounds like they are, you have every right to silence it. And if you're still here, anti-vegan, if you want to come back and participate and just be less, what's the word I'm trying to say? You don't have to agree with everything we say. It's just stop throwing poop on the wall. If you have some specific fact you want to share, that's totally cool. But all we're seeing is, and we our moderators know to do this. If we see people doing the following things: they poop in their hand, they pick it up and throw it on the wall and see what sticks, trying to debunk veganism with poop on the wall attacks, we put you in timeout. This is what we do. And the all caps doesn't help either, I know. Let's see. Byzantine Ladybug, a 19 vial blood test. What in the heck was that for? Wow, that's a lot. Yeah, Peter, the Earth guy was talking out of his butt, and that's what we have our moderators do, and that's what I do. If someone just repeatedly talking out of their butt, pooping in their hand from their butt, picking it up, throw it on the wall, hoping it sticks, we shut you down, because that is not tolerated here. If you have a specific thing, tell us, but just don't keep throwing poop on the wall. Hey, Stephanie, doing all right. Let me go to my second cam here. All right, so yeah, angry vegan. Hospitals are filled with meat, egg, and dairy eaters. Yeah, show me one hospital full of sick vegans. Like I said, vegans can get sick just like the normal population. It's not like vegans are getting, like, per capita disproportionately more sickness. Let's see. I don't know what you're talking about, Fu Man Poo. A doctor needed human blood for satanic ritual. What the hell are you talking about? Cool, I just added the second cam in today. One reason I wanted to try out the live stream today before the Big Friday live stream. Yeah, I just thought it'd be cool to have another angle here where I could look at you guys. It's wide angle. You can see the whole room for the most part. Let's see. Granddaddy, we're not talking about, again, the least amount of harm. If you are concerned about the least amount of harm, I showed you, bro. I showed you that. Let me get back to the main cam. I showed you very clearly this report here, which again, you can debunk. I'll put it in the show notes for anyone, about the number of animals that are killed to produce food in 8 food categories. And guess what? Plants are the least, and killing animals kills more animals than producing plants does. But veganism is not about reducing animal killing. It'd be like saying, hey, I like to go out and hunt, but I'm vegan now, so I'm only going to go out and hunt twice a year instead of 10 times a year. That would be a reduction. No, veganism is avoiding that entirely. It's a way of living which excludes harming animals, exploiting animals, not reducing harming animals. Like saying, I'm going to reduce the amount of times I rape in a year. I've been raping too much, so I'm going to just cut it down to a bare minimum. That's not what it's all about. Veganism is not like, I'm just going to kill fewer animals or harm fewer. No, it's about avoiding, not exploiting animals. That's what the definition is. And again, I didn't make this up. This goes back to over 70 years ago. It's a multicam show now. You got it, Jordan. Yeah, and I tried to show the facts there about how many animals get killed to produce 1 million calories of food in 8 food categories. But like you said there, Herb Evans, facts don't matter to these people. Facts are irrelevant. All it matters to them are their opinions. Opinions are cool, but opinions are like butts, assholes. Everyone's got them. Not everyone has facts, though, to support their beliefs. And I have some here. "543, you have no idea about hospitals." I do. "Why do you lie? Veganism is a secret form of eating disorder." Okay, 543. First of all, what do you mean I don't know about hospitals? I was visiting a hospital quite often this year when my mom was in there for a heart procedure. And guess what? She's not vegan. But how is eating plants an eating disorder? Be very specific. Just don't say it's bad, but be very specific. How is eating the wide diversity of plants that nature has given us? Get off my pillow here. I feel I'm too high on the camera. How is that an eating disorder? Please be very specific. How eating like hundreds of different kinds of plants to fullness, satiety, and having great blood tests to back up that nothing bad's going on. How is that an eating disorder? Be very specific and don't redefine what eating disorder is. Don't change definitions. So anyway, you had to time them out again? I'm going to view that deleted message though from Earth. Let's see what they said. I can see it. Oh, thank you. He said, "Hal, read his deleted message. Ryan, I care about you. I was there. Veganism doesn't work." Again, you've given me no specific information about how my great blood tests, I put the link down there for you. Please tell me, how come my blood tests are steady, really good, high testosterone, high B12, and how's it all of a sudden going to fall off a cliff like after another year or two? That's pushing the goalpost back forever. Yeah, Jordan. Yeah, how is vegan and eating disorder? I guess that's how I ride 20 kilometers a day. It sounds like Bobby's perspective. It probably is. Huh? Be specific. I'll entertain the idea, but you got to give me some evidence, something to support that outrageous claim. How is getting all the nutrients you need, all the calories you need, and be able to exercise and get great blood tests, how is that an eating disorder? Please be specific. We're waiting. He's not going to answer, are you? 2543. Please answer this. If not, I give moderators complete permission to boot your ass out of here. You just can't come here and throw crap on the wall and not back it up. That's why I said but don't like people. Put their hand, put it under their butt, poop in it, pick it up, and throw it on the wall and see what sticks. You got to have some evidence to support your poop. If not, we kick your poopy butt out of here. Let's see. Fu Man Poo, is ahimsa stupid? Ahimsa, is that the principle of not harming animals? If that's what it means, of course I don't disagree with that. I mean, that's what veganism's about, not harming and exploiting animals. Let's see. Let's see. So mindful. You said your sister is currently not talking to you. I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. Because you asked her to clarify her accusations that eating a whole food plant-based diet is malnourishing. Yeah, that's a great thing to ask her. So mindful. I mean, how is it not? First of all, it's being vegan, assume that's what you are, is an ethical stance, being against exploiting animals, but you eat it in a healthy, responsible way. I mean, the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. I've shown this paper. I'm not going to pull it up again. I've probably shown you guys that 1,000 times. The review of the literature, and they concluded that appropriate planned vegan diets are nutritionally adequate for all people, and no matter what age they are. So where's her evidence that eating healthy, balanced plants is somehow bad for you? Like, that's just her opinion, and it's not based on anything other than ignorance. I don't know how to put it more any more succinct or just kind than that, just honest. Okay, did that person ever come back? Look at Freely. I don't eat like Freely. Isn't she a fruitarian? Yeah, I kind of consider fruitarian diets not the best way to go. I've said that many times. So if you want to say someone has an eating disorder and they're fruitarian, don't. I mean, I'm sorry, let me back up. If you want to say veganism is an eating disorder and you've chosen to show an example of someone who excludes perfectly healthy foods like, grains and legumes and potatoes and, not willing to steam broccoli, I don't know if that's an eating disorder, but don't point to that because I don't eat anything like that. I eat all these foods. I eat all raw and cooked food. So you picked an extreme example, and that's not even a vegan diet. If you look at the definition of vegan, it doesn't say thou shalt never apply heat to thou's food or anything like that. It's just not exploiting animals. So again, how is the way I eat? I'm a vegan. How is that an eating disorder? Don't say look at Freely. I don't know if she has an eating disorder, and I'm not saying she does. I'm just saying a fruitarian diet is a universe apart from how I eat. It's like you can't even make the comparison. Yes, I agree with Mujita. Don't type in all caps. Renee, you donated earlier. Let me see. Did I miss your comment from earlier, Renee? Oh, I'm sorry, Renee. I didn't see it. I apologize. My bad. I somehow saw it and it slipped past me. Would Angie and I ever do a live music stream? Do I like bite-sized vegans contents? I missed it. I saw that comment. Somehow I must have had vegan brain fog. Maybe it's real. Maybe VD and all those Bobby people are right. I saw your comment and I was in the middle of talking about something else I never got back to. My bad. I take responsibility. But yeah, we've been considering doing a music live stream. We just haven't been doing much in the way of rehearsing. But I think I have the actual technology to be able to accomplish that. And Bite Size Vegan, her stuff is cool, and yeah, I haven't seen it. She doesn't make content anymore, right? So yeah, it'd be cool if she came back. That would be nice. So what does she do? Is she still like active and doing things? Let me know, because I've totally just completely lost track of Bite Size Vegan. Hey, John, the vegan runner. Thank you for the super chat tip there. Yeah, good evening. That's why I came on, to get people for whom it's evening, because for me it's still the middle of the afternoon. So I wanted to come on and get people who would normally be asleep on my live streams. So cool, John. I'm glad you're here. Hardly Tim and Adonis. Yes, you are allowed steamed broccoli on a vegan lifestyle. If you're a raw vegan, you are not allowed that. So again, why compare how I eat, which is really the most diverse, way of being vegan, all these plants that are available to me, compared to a fruitarian who eliminates like most plants. It's not a fair comparison. So you guys miss bite-sized vegan. Let's see what else is going on here. Okay, bite-sized vegan. She's burned out. I can understand. As a content creator of a long time, it's hard, man. You probably noticed I've been putting out fewer videos the past like year or so, just because I was going hard for like 6-7 years, and after a while, it's like, wow. This is a grind, you can't take too much time off, and, so I get it. Yeah, burnout is real, but I don't ever want to quit. I just kind of redefine like how many videos I make in a week or month, and, what kinds of videos I make in a week or month. But yeah, who's bite-sized vegan Graven? Good. Hey, Graven babies. Angie told me that you sent us a Halloween card, and I haven't gone to our PO box yet, so I'll make sure I'll go there well before Halloween to get your card. But yeah, bite-sized vegan. She used to put out regular content in the early days, like when we were in a young YouTube channel, an early YouTube channel, and she stopped maybe like 5 years ago or so. It's been a while. Let's see. Fresh air kaboom. Your friend is on a low FODMAP diet. She needs to eat fish because it's difficult to find vegan foods. Hey, I've done a few stories videos that go over FODMAP diets. Not my area of expertise. I'm not a dietitian, nutrition, medical doctor, but I know people on FODMAP diets are completely thriving on vegan diets. So she doesn't have to find vegan food. She just needs to find plants, low FODMAP plants. And I believe Mike the Vegan made an excellent video on FODMAP diets. So you might want to check that out. But yeah, let her know she doesn't need to find vegan foods. So she can find, market plants. She should be able to find the low FODMAP foods that she needs. That's what I believe. Someone can tell me if I'm wrong on that. Mark, we don't grow much in our garden. It's just basically some chard right now. I've kind of like backed down my gardening big time because it's a lot of work. What do I think about the pig to human transplant? I didn't hear about that. I'll read about that and tell you my thoughts later. I'll check it out. Doesn't sound good though. Shane, thanks for enjoying my Dr. Mike video. Yeah, some weird stuff in that Dr. Mike cholesterol video. So yeah, watch that if you haven't seen it yet. The Earth Guy found his cap locks key. Let's see. It's about ending suffering. You're talking about veganism? Not ending dying. I found it finally as the next vegan. Yeah. Whoever told you that vegans don't die lied to you. Vegans die. Vegans can get ill. Yeah, it's about not exploiting animals. That's what veganism, that's what the definition says. Not harming and exploiting animals. So if someone ever told you if you go vegan, you're not going to die or something like that, who told you that? Because I've never heard anyone say that. That is just complete nonsense. That's just like woo-woo bullcrap. Renee, thank you for the super chat tip there. Much appreciated. Let's see what you said there. Love listening to your live streams when I'm at work Fridays. I'll give you one tomorrow night. Keep it coming. Bite-Sized Vegan was your first vegan YouTuber. I connected with been vegan now 6 years. You guys and Vegan Gains are your favorites. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Thanks for being a long-time viewer and sticking through with us all these years. Much appreciated there. Renee, thank you. Yeah, okay, yeah, Race Lover's right. Level 999 vegans don't die, but none of us can attain that. I don't know what Race did. He probably bribed the vegan leader, the supreme vegan leader, to get access to level 999 vegans. So yeah, but other than that, Earth person, yeah, vegans do die. I don't know if that's a big headline or anything, but vegans die. I'm with you there, Graven. On the inside only, huh? Austin, want to start a vegan YouTube channel yourself? Any advice? Hey, I don't know. I just give it a shot and see what happens. Be regular. Like at least 1-2 videos a week. That's what I try to do. And show your passion. That's it. Granddaddy, can you not post in all freaking caps? I grow tomatoes here in my yard, and I didn't do them last 2 years, but I grew tomatoes here in my yard here for like a decade. And you know how many squirrels we've had to kill that whole time? Guess. 0. How many rodents did we have to kill that whole time to grow our tomatoes? 0. So, no, I'm just not, sure what you're doing wrong there. Earth, so you're saying I'm not going to die from being vegan, I'm going to suffer. Well, exactly. Be specific, Earth. How am I going to suffer? What's going to happen? Did you watch my blood test videos? How are they all of a sudden going to just start crapping out? What's going to happen? I mean, I'm getting older. Eventually, I'm going to just become an old person and suffer in that way. But exactly, how am I going to suffer as a long-term vegan? Mochi, Kevin Bass has blocked me and pretty much any vegan on Twitter. So, no, there's no communication going on with Kevin Bass or Bass anymore. Let's see. What else is going on? I see, yeah, the caps button, yeah, heart, Tin Man, yeah, Granddaddy fell asleep on the cap, yeah. Just in general, all caps, it's not cool, okay? No, it's not just here in my live stream or whatever, just anywhere on the internet, all caps is not cool. It just makes you look like you're screaming and people just don't like it. And usually the content that they're typing in all caps is usually crap as well, like 9 out of 10 times. Where do I get my protein? Get it from all the plants I eat. I get it from my Clean Machine green protein I take too. I eat lots of legumes. Protein's not a problem. Let's see. Switch to my next cam here. Entirely honest. How's the strength training going, Ryan? Hey, I'm still lifting weights or doing resistance training. Oh, this camera, pretty much every day. The days I don't use my gym are the days I go to the gym to play basketball. But let's show you some of the results I've gotten here lately. Let's see. How come this isn't working? I got another super chat tip there. Let's see. Heard a ding right there. Thanks, Angie, if you're watching, for timing someone out. Yeah, that person's just going off there. So Angie's gonna trip out on me here. Let's go to my Instagram. So how's the strength training going? Let me show you a couple things from the past few weeks here. I'm close to my slam dunking quest completion here. This is the other day at the gym. So freaking close. This is like debatable. Is it a dunk or not? But I just put it up there to show I'm getting closer and closer. I remember when I was doing this 2 years ago, I was like a month or two away from getting a proper dunk in. But yeah, here's the strength training results here. Here I am after doing some bench press, getting a nice little pump afterwards. So yeah, it's coming along. I'm not wasting away, deteriorating. All my muscles have rotted away or degenerated or whatever these freaks, these knuckleheads say. So yeah, it's coming along. It's working out just fine. Every day. Maybe I'll take a day off once in a while, but pretty much, 6-7 days a week, I'm either in the garage. I'm here. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you guys can see and hear me. I'm here. Let me know. Just wait a second here that you guys can see me after the buffer. I'll show Angie the second cam here. You see this, Angie? Here it is. My cam number 2 here. Which is cool because it puts me closer in an eye path to reading the comments here. So maybe, yeah, you guys can see we're having vegan internet brain fog. It's pretty crazy. Okay, you had no problem? Okay, cool. I'm glad it wasn't buffering for all you guys. Awesome. So anyway, I got the 2 cam things here. I can look down here and read the comments. I can look up here and talk to the big cam. Pretty cool. I like it. Since I had the gear to work 2 cams, it's just a matter of time getting that second cam in. I've had this switcher here for like a year. I just never had a proper second cam for it. Low camera angle denotes power. Maybe so, huh? So anyway, what other questions you guys have for me here? Remember, I'm going to live stream tomorrow, my normal time, but so I'm going to do a little one today just to kind of check out the 2 cam thing. And I wish I knew what was up with the buffering thing. That really pisses me off, I have no idea. I'm wired in. I'm not going like Wi-Fi. I'm using Ethernet. Still not sure what's going on. Sarah, you're listening to the live stream while getting a tattoo. Awesome. Totally awesome. I love that. That is rad. 12 cams would be interesting. Well, I can hook up to 4, actually. That would be a little... I don't even know where they would all be. I guess I could have some weird ones, weird angles. I'll think about that, see if I could do that. I just need an HDMI input to get into my little switcher here. But that little switcher actually is made by Blackmagic Designs. It's their ATEM Mini, ATEM Mini from Blackmagic Designs. You know, the ones that make my camera, the Pocket Cinema 4K. I got the camera and this, it's basically, you know, a way to get your camera, if you have like, you know, a cool camera with HDMI out, so you can get it into your computer and use it as a webcam, like a really bitchin' webcam. But this can take 4 HDMI inputs, which is really cool. If you have like, you know, more than one camera like I do now, it's fun. So anyway, now I'm on the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema here. Not sponsored or anything, just telling you guys how I do what I do here, my tech. But I do love their stuff though. It's really changed how I work. I always had to record with those little SD cards and go back and forth. Now I just stream my video and audio straight to the computer, records it on a solid state drive, and it's cool. Much better, what's that called? Workflow. What's that, Peter? Reach Roll doing a live podcast in Vancouver, but is $100? We have to go to pay $100 to see Rich Roll do a podcast? Are you serious? Oh, wow, my shirt is mirrored on that. I didn't notice that, Angie. Let's go back there. Yeah, huh? Yeah, it's mirrored, huh? Wow, I wonder if there's a way to flip that in my settings. I'll check that. I didn't even notice that. Wow. Okay. Thanks for pointing that out. It's so obvious. Huh? I feel really just like brain fogged for not having even noticed that. Renee. Oh, I didn't even see the donation. Thanks, Renee. My bad. 5 minutes ago. See, I'm having vegan brain fog hardcore. What instrument did I first learn to play, and is there any I would like to pick up? Guitar was my first instrument. I got my first guitar in like maybe second grade, first, second, third grade, somewhere in that time. It was before then. It was like not third grade. It was like first or second grade. And I've been playing that ever since. So that's my first and main instrument. I'm most comfortable on that instrument in all manners of, like, you know, proficiency, theory, getting around the whole neck. Yeah, as opposed to a keyboard on a piano. An instrument I'd like to pick up. I really wish I could play bass better. I mean, I honestly, I know how it works. I know the notes and everything. It's like a guitar, but I just don't have the technique that gives me a beautiful tone when I play with my fingers. And I get an all right tone, but I see other guys that pick up my bass and it just sounds so much better, and I'm jealous. So that's that bass I can play it fine with the pick, but I like the sound of playing with your fingers. So anyway, good question there. I like music questions. Let's see. User, you want to go vegan but can't due to being dependent on non-vegan parents' gardens? Just try your best. You know, that's when I first had my inkling in the early 1990s to go vegetarian. I was living at home. I was actually able to do it for a few months, but it was just too hard to sustain in the long term. So my advice is just try to learn as much as you can about making your own food. You can get one of our books, you know, from our web shop. That could help you out if you need some recipe ideas. You know, easy, simple to make recipes. They're not like fancy, like buffet party, you know, meals or anything like that. So I would suggest that, just something so you can, you know, have more knowledge on how to make food. And I think our books, Angie's books, are really good at that. But yeah, just try to become more independent on your food making. See if let me know if that's a possibility for you. Let's see, Anthony, what are you talking about there? Let me see. Your best friend, vegan, says that this wouldn't change. It says that it wouldn't change the stance because clearly, as living beings, they suffer when killed. But to Christians, that doesn't cut it. To them, being without a soul is like a biological robot. I mean, how can you answer that? I mean, they have pets, right? I mean, people have pets. So you're saying your extreme evangelical Christian friends think like having a dog or cat is like having a robot? I mean, it's obvious your pet feels pain. You take them to the vet when they're sick, when they're suffering. I mean, they get unhealthy. They're biological creatures just like us. They have brains, eyes, pain receptors, central nervous systems. there's really not much difference. They're sentient beings. They're not robots. It's not like they're rocks or something like that. And so they have a misguided understanding. Just because they might not have a soul, that's up to debate. I don't think it's totally clear if animals have souls or not. Let's just say they don't, though. It doesn't mean they can't experience pain. Do you see the connection there? That's what you should tell them. Just say for argument's sake that animals are soulless. Give them that. It doesn't follow that animals are not sentient. They can't experience pain, emotions. I mean, just look at your pets, for example. If I got a bat and hit an animal, God forbid, I would never do that, but, it would be hurt, it would have to go to the doctor maybe. So that's a bizarre argument that it has no soul. Therefore, you have every right to kill it because it can't feel pain. That makes zero sense. Angry vegan, a strong case could be made that humans are like robots. Oh, Angie, HDR. There's a way to do that in Final Cut. Yeah, the footage you found yesterday. Look in effects, Angie. I think if not, I'll come out and help you. I told you I wasn't going to live stream a long time today, Angie. But yeah, look in Final Cut. Yeah, the footage you filmed yesterday. I think iPhones come with HDR video automatic. And I learned this the hard way last time. There's I think an effect within Final Cut, one of the plugins. I think it's in the effects browser. Look for some kind of HDR converter or something like that, because it's in there for that kind of workflow. So you figured it out? Okay, cool. I'm glad you figured that out, Angie. I remember when you got your last phone camera, we had to work that through. And I gave you a workflow that worked, but it was like a long roundabout way. You just could have ran a plugin rather than create a new project. And I know you can't do that because you have footage that was filmed differently. Awesome. Yeah, I would panic at first though, but if I was not on the live stream, I would have told you don't panic. There's a way to do it. It was a plugin, right? Let me know if I was right in that memory, Angie. But I'm gonna go pretty soon. I'm pretty hungry. We went to Disneyland yesterday, walked around the park. According to my watch, we consumed or burned like 800 calories there, walked like 6 miles. Or was it 600 calories? Either way, I'm hungry. I'm in a caloric deficit today. What's that, Renee? Looking forward to getting Angie's cookbook this year. It's in your Secret Santa list. Decolonize Your Diet is another one. Never heard of that. I'll look that up per your suggestion here. But yeah, you shall enjoy Angie's book. Anyone who's got it, let us know down in the chat. I haven't seen anyone say, yeah, Angie's book was so. Everyone is loving the recipes. It's basically a food diary of how we've been eating basically since like 2017. It really is personal to us. These are the foods that are here in our house that we make, we eat. It's just part of our lives. Peter, that Earth guy is out now. That Earth guy is blocked now. See, what did he say? Gosh, I can't believe he just comes back and just keeps saying weird stuff. I'm going to read his deleted message. I'm going to read it personally. He's talking about killing animals quickly. No, you don't need to kill animals quickly, bro. You don't need to kill animals quickly. I should be dead right now if that were true. If you needed to have animals to be alive, please tell me. I know you're not a medical doctor, but tell me why I have such great blood tests for an old fart like me. Please tell me. Anyway, not to be ageist to anyone who's my age or older. I'm just being self-deprecating. I was just talking about myself, so not being ageist or anything like that there. I'm just picking on me. I might be a little undercarbed, angry vegan. I'm just a little undercaloried. Yeah, we just burned through a lot of calories walking around. We were there from like 2 to 9 yesterday, 2 in the afternoon to 9 p.m. So, and we didn't eat as much food as we wanted to. A lot of the places I went to, I couldn't get the food I wanted. So, I kind of came home a little hungry. And our whole purpose was to go there to eat and film some of the food. Anyway, let's see, what's that? Fu Man Poo Renee Wara is saying, don't walk away, Renee, and donated money? I didn't see that. How did she sing for us here? The Earth guy's killing the vibe, but he's been timed out and he's blocked now. So yeah, Peter has blocked that Earth guy at Graven Babies. Yeah, we don't need someone to come in and ruin the vibe. That's what they want to do. They want to come in to a social situation and just come in, bust the door open. Hey, look at me, you know, and just say a bunch of nonsense. Jordan, well, the article about the mom who fed her kids vegan meat because she thought she looked malnourished. No, I didn't hear about that one. Wow. Huh. No. Let's see. Let me go to cam number 2 here. Yeah, totally agree with you, Tin Man Adonis. We don't need that foolishness here. We're here promoting veganism, and we don't need trolls to come in and just try to destroy our party with complete nonsense. Let's see. It was a thread on Reddit. Okay, yeah. I don't. Ooh, hang on one second here. I don't think a layperson should be the determiner if someone is malnourished. That should be a judgment made by, you know, a medical related field person, doctor, dietitian, something like that. You know, unless there was something really severe going on, like they, you know, look like they're about to die, or, you know, like anorexic looking or something like that. But yeah. Anyway, yeah. Getting hungry, guys. What should I have for lunch? You guys have any ideas for me? Let me have a little bit more water. At least it'll fill my stomach up here. I think we have some soup in the fridge. I think we made soup a couple days ago. We have leftovers, so that'll probably be lunch. Yeah, lentil. I believe it's lentil soup. So this person didn't tell the kids' parents she was giving them animal products. Yeah, I mean, how is that right? You know, how is that? You know, if you know someone's vegan, you're gonna and they're doing it for moral, ethical reasons. You're gonna basically make them do something that just, it's at the core something that totally against their belief system. That's some effed up ass. Luca, yeah, I'm on earlier for some of you guys in Europe for sure, but I'm gonna be going pretty soon. I've been on like an hour here, and I'm feeling pretty hungry. Anna, why do I do oil-free? Good question. Yeah, I don't believe it's gonna give people bad health outcomes, heart attacks, or anything like that. I do low oil for a number of reasons. Probably the most important one for me, and a lot of you guys probably know what I'm talking about, especially if you eat pretty low oil. Ever, if you're low oil and you go out to like a vegan restaurant, or worse, a vegan festival, and you're eating meal after meal of just really oily stuff, you don't feel that good afterwards, right? Who can really tell me after eating a bunch of oily vegan food or just oily food, they feel fantastic? They want to exercise. They just want to start kicking ass. Now, I just feel like that. You can use this VD if you're watching. I just feel like this. I want to lay down. I feel like crap. So yeah, at my age, I want to be energetic, athletic, go to the gym and kick ass. I don't want to be all tired and lethargic out. So oil makes me, and I know many others of you guys, not feel great. So that's why I'm low oil. Other reasons too, you just don't need it. It's very calorically dense. So if you are someone who is concerned about their weight, either trying to drop weight or maintain their current weight, you probably do know oil is more calorically dense than any other food out there. So about twice as calorically dense, and over twice as fat. It's all 100% fat. Fat is over twice as calorically dense as protein and carbohydrates. So that's something to be concerned about too. You're getting a lot of caloric density. So anyway, that's it. Really put because of personal preferences, not because I believe it's going to kill you and make you grow a second head or anything like that. Social outcasts, if you have a specific question for me, or if you think you have a debunking of veganism, ask it now. I've seen you kind of lurking around. I didn't see anything other than I just saw meat is tasty. No, you just don't come here and say meat is tasty and think you're going to be cool and poop on our live stream here. So if you have a specific thing you want to ask, a question for me, specific question, or you think you've debunked veganism, ask it now. If not, I'm going to ask you politely to stop saying meat is tasty and chill from that. Okay, that's just my rule here. Let's see. Yes, Angry Vegan. I've tried the Ben & Jerry's dairy-free ice cream, and it's delicious. So delicious, I have to, not buy it. Just get it once in a while. Get it like on birthdays and stuff like that. Are you guys hearing that? Did you guys hear a bunch of dinging there? Someone's trying to call my computer. So anyway, yeah, VLAM. I don't think I got to that point too about oil. It kind of overwhelms the flavor of food. I think foods actually more often than not taste better to my taste buds without oil. When you have oily foods, it tastes like oily foods, and you've kind of lost the inherent flavors of many of the ingredients. That's more of a chef's preference kind of thing. The link to our cookbook. Yeah, let me get you that here. I'll show you guys our website. Well, that's my Instagram here, but here, our website, happyhealthyvegan.org. Oh, that's the shirts here, but I'll link you just to the home page. That way you can decide for yourself if you want a physical book like what Angie's holding here, or an ebook down here. You get an instant download pretty much like right now. The physical book will take a little bit longer, to get it out to you, but we can autograph it for you. But here's our link, shop.happyhealthyvegan.org. And t-shirts, ebooks, physical books, we got them all there for you. Yeah, I know Dr. Clapper. Yeah, Peter, he's way more extreme. He says never eat a lot of things. I'm not saying never eat oil. I don't think it kills you. If he's one of those people that believes it's going to cause a heart attack, he might. Hey, what's up? Oh, look what Angie walked in. We have that lentil soup, right, for lunch?
Yeah, so I just came to town.
Yes, I'm so hungry.
Yeah, I just answered the door for...
Your mask came.
I know, my mask came, but I opened the door for Instacart. So we have some saltine crackers.
For the soup. Let's get that fired up. Let's warm it up. Right now.
Okay, guys.
Awesome, cool. All right, that solves the problem there. We will have some... some little soup there. Yeah, Peter, I saw Mike. I didn't watch it. I saw he just put out a video talking about like the least bad and the most bad oils. Yeah, I didn't see it, but I'm gonna suspect, correct me if I'm wrong, that coconut oil is the worst one, right? So that's the one I avoid like the plague. Yeah, I don't really worry too much about olive oil and canola oil, even though I don't get those too often, but coconut oil, avoid like the plague. Why? Because it's high in saturated fat, raises your LDL cholesterol, which is bad for, like, say, avoiding heart disease. Let's see. Yeah, most of us here probably don't need to follow the strict recommendations of a Dr. Esselstyn, and there's some debate if his avoidance of all oils, yeah, coconut oil, yeah, for sure, yeah, but like olive oil, canola, are those avoidances that he recommends truly necessary for even his heart patients? I've seen a lot of question and debate about that, so I'm not going to get into that here. I'm just telling you, I have no fears of oil other than fears of high saturated fat oil and coconut oil. The worst is palm kernel? Carnal? I haven't even heard of that. Okay, I'll check out Mike's video. It's very relevant to my interest. I just saw it pop up on my list yesterday. So I didn't have a chance yesterday because, we went to film at Disneyland. Yeah, so mindful. Yeah, I don't know if I think if you ask Dr. Esselstyn himself, so mindful. I don't know if he would say as a, someone that doesn't have heart disease that you have to avoid all oils like olive and canola. Just coconut oil, yes. But yeah, talk to Dr. Esselstyn or a medical doctor about this. I've yet to see any like strong evidence saying that like canola oil, olive oil, and non-coconut oils will cause heart disease. I'd like to see more data on that. I just have not. I'm not sure where the jury is on that one, but I don't think it's a slam dunk. But coconut oil, yes, avoid that. Let's see. is it okay to eat olives or avocado for natural fat? Yeah, we eat them all the time. Avocado, we have it all the time. Yeah, there's nothing bad about fat. Fat's fine. It's just like, you know, I know there's a lot of fear about fats. I'm not sure why that is. I know the fruitarians fear it and stuff like that. But yeah, I love avocados. No problem eating avocados. Just think most plants don't have a ton of fat. So yeah, avocados, if you want a ton of fat, go get it there. Butter is worse than all oils. I figured that, Peter. Yeah, is that in his idea there? In his video, in Mike the Vegan's video? Let's see. All right, so any last bit? Okay, what's the idea there, Peter, for Mike the Vegan's video? The idea is whole fats. Yeah, that sounds better than a refined product like an oil, which removes pretty much everything but the fat. Yeah, whole food plants that have fats like avocados. I'm totally down with that. Yeah, not a big fan. Like, the avocados don't make me feel crappy, too. I said that's my number one reason why I don't eat oils. They just don't agree with my old athletic body and slow me down. Avocados don't have that effect. Not totally satiating on their own. That's why it's cool to have them like on a sandwich or with chips or something like that. But anyway, let's do a few more questions. And I'm going to go. Do I agree with persistent protests outside restaurants? I personally have never done one. As a meat eater, I don't go to vegan restaurants to protest, so I'd like the other way around. I'm kind of on the fence about that because I've been at restaurants before where there's been like an impromptu protest, not about meat. This one was a political one, actually. And just kind of shocking. You're there doing your own thing. Even though I agreed with his political point of view in this like impromptu restaurant protest, I just wasn't like, I was there with my wife trying to have a nice romantic meal, and that kind of just ruined that. So I'm kind of on the fence. I should say I'm not on the fence. There's a word known as ambivalent. It's called simultaneously having like opposing feelings, like for and against, pro and con. So I'm kind of ambivalent about that. If vegan activists do that, I'm not going to criticize them or anything like that, but it's not the kind of activism that I personally choose to engage in. I do other forms of activism, but that's not my wheelhouse, let's say. And I know I've never met Rich Roll. He kind of travels in these kind of more elite circles, famous people circles than I do. I heard he's a cool guy though, but I've never met Rich Roll. But it'd be cool to meet him. He's pretty much my age. I think he's like a year older, and have a similar story of coming from like standard American diet, didn't lead to good places body wise, health wise, and we've transformed ourselves through eating a ton of plants. Okay. Yeah, you said Rich is coming, but he's going to charge you $100, Rich. Really, that's a lot of money. I mean, if I were to come to and visit you and do a public event, ours are free. We've done our Fruit Luck meetups and stuff like that. Totally free. Not bagging on him. Just seems kind of like, yeah, if you charge $10, okay, I can get it. Help travel expenses and stuff like that. But $100, you bring a friend or your wife, $200. That's a lot of money. So anyway, any last second questions? The soup's getting warmed up. Angie's getting that happening. Yeah, I'm pretty hungry. So let's see if you guys have anything else to say. Yeah, Jordan, you should charge $100 to have you on here, huh? Charge each of us $100. I know that's a lot of money. Oh man, I still have that camera on. Oh, my bad. It shows that I'm having vegan brain fog. I left that screen on the whole time, man. I'm hungry. I usually don't eat live stream this early because I only had one meal yet. And when I do my evening live streams, I had my banana smoothie in the morning, and then I had a pretty solid lunch. But I just had a smoothie, so I still feel quite unsatiated. Entirely honest, am I buying the new MacBook? I watched that Apple event live because I was hoping they were going to announce what I need. I really need the new high-end Mac Mini. Not to get too geeky here, they have the low end one with the M1 chip, but I was waiting for them to introduce the Mac Mini Pro, the one with these brand new M1 Pro chips. That's what I need. I don't need a MacBook Pro. I can't spend $2,500 on a laptop anyway. I don't need that laptop. I just need the guts of the computer. I have a fine monitor here that I'm touching. It's cool. I don't need all the speakers. I have professional audio here. All the stuff that they put in there is awesome for a laptop, but I don't need all that stuff. I just need a more powerful desktop. I'm running a 2013 Mac Pro trash can, the one that looks like a trash can, like a black Darth Vader's helmet. I need something new, so I was really bummed out that they didn't put that out there. You wanted to see that too. A lot of people I saw were bummed that they didn't do the high-end Mac Mini, because they have the low-end Mac Mini with the new M1 chips, but the high-end one still has the Intel i5 and i7 chips. We need the new Apple silicon in the high-end Mac Mini. So I was really disappointed that it didn't come out yet. I really want a new computer. I really don't like being on a computer from 2013, but that's where Apple has forced me to be right now. So anyway, yeah, it's a first world problem. It's pretty powerful, but I have problems. It crashes on me. Fortunately, Angie has a M1 MacBook Air here that I'm using as my live stream computer, because I don't trust my trash can Mac. It crashes on me. Let's see. Do we have a question here? What's that, Fu Manpu? Your question, Diddy. Does Diddy have a question? What's your question, Diddy? Answer your question. We'll answer your question if it's a question worth answering. I'd love to come to Australia, Eleni. It's like a dream of mine. I would love to go to I'd love to move to Australia. I want to move to like Noosa Heads or something like that. Maybe Byron Bay looks cool too, but I don't know if we can afford it. And this is a long-term plan, not anything for like right now. I've never heard of Brave Robot vegan ice cream. If I had, it's been a long time. I'll show your comment there, Eleni. Okay, another moderator just handled that. All right, granddaddy of them all, I'm tired of you. You just come here and troll. Put you in timeout. If you just come back and troll that babies eat meat, I'm gonna ban you for sure. So we're still waiting for that question from Diddy. Where's your question, Diddy? You couldn't just copy and paste it for us here? Oh man, why are people trying to call me right now? Damn. Anyway, let's see, any questions before I go? What's that, entirely honest? Thanks for answering your question. You're currently on a 2012 MacBook Pro at the moment. So if that's your case there, you should be stoked, because those MacBook Pros looked amazing. Seriously, if I needed a MacBook Pro and I had a 2012 one, I would be just blissed out right now. That looked like the best, it answered everyone's prayers basically. Brought the MagSafe charging port back, HDMI, SD card. It sounds like and the speed of the computers. And it's quiet, fanless almost. It sounds like an amazing computer, but yeah, it's just not what I need here. I just need a Mac Mini, a high-end Mac Mini for like half the price, because I don't need all the extra monitors and stuff like that. All right, Diddy, you're just going to ask it on another live stream? Well, which brings me to let you know. Okay. All right, I'm back. All right, I caught that one quickly there. I just hit refresh on my browser and see if that like helps with the buffering problem. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. I'm tired. I'm hungry. We got lunch ready. And yeah, come back tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And, yeah, Race Lover was with us for a while. I guess he had to go, but thanks, Peter. Saw Wujita for a while. Good to see our moderators, and I will see you guys tomorrow, and hopefully I will be full AF then. All right, guys, so much love. I'll see you back tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, live streaming hard. I'll try to go 2 or 3 hours to make Race Lover happy. All right, guys, see you guys then. Much love and peace. Bye.